Alright, hey everybody, back working on the Mustang tonight. I got you down in the basement because it's just way too cold to go out in the garage. I want to show you the next thing that we're going to be doing on the car. I got this wiring kit from American Autowire. It's their number 510055 update series for the 67-68 Mustang. Pretty complete package. Here, as you can see, it comes in this big old box, and inside it has all these different pieces, individually bagged. So we'll just kind of unbox this and go through what it is, and you can get an idea of what's in this thing. So the first bag in here has like the main fuse panel, and on that you can see it's got these are those modern blade type fuses. It's got a cover on here that you have to put all the fuses in. They don't come installed. And there's also this relay bank over here. Looks like it's got 4 relays that are going to be attached into the car. And then the thing that I liked about this kit from American Autowire, is that a lot of your terminals are already installed. I didn't want to have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out, what terminals to put on the ends of what things. I'm just looking at this thing kind of quick. Looks like almost all of the wires in here have some kind of a terminal on them. These are supposed to be close to what you have in the car. This pink wire, I think, is like for your fuel injection or something. All of the little wires have some kind of note, like this says radio. So every wire is printed with a circuit that it belongs to, so you know what to do with every one. So this obviously is, the main fuse panel package. There's another bag in here. This is the dash main harness kit. So it's got all of your wiring for your dashboard in here. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so the next one is washer wiper wiring. So the windshield washer has the windshield wiper wiring kit. It's got all terminals on the ends of those wires. Engine harness kit. So the engine harness has your wires to the distributor, to the coil. This kit it'll accept fuel injection, which we're going to run, so that's going to be good for us. I'm just looking at in here, like this white wire on here says tack. Another one says coil. Another one in here that says ignition feed. Some of these don't have terminals on the end of them. Some of these are blank because obviously I think they don't know what kind of ignition you might be running. Here's the bag with the relays and the fuses in it. You have to install those. It comes with a new starter switch. This is the ignition switch. They want you to use the new one, not the original one, because the new ones can handle a little extra voltage. Same thing here, headlight switch. Headlight switch for the car. So you don't have to buy a new starter switch or a new headlight switch. You just drop your key tumbler in here and you use your same key. But it comes with both of those headlight and starter ignition switch. Alright, what's this? Forward lamp harness kit. So these are your headlights. Alright, your headlights has got all the terminals on it already. Everything's terminated. There's a couple of wires in here that are not, but most of them are, but a lot of them are. Alright, what do we got here now? Next one, rear body harness kit. So these are your tail lights. It's got all of the sockets for the bulbs right on there. Every one of these. I'm not taking these out of the bags because they all got these tags on them, and they have the instructions have specific steps when you should install them all. I figured if I just leave them all in a bag, everything will be easier to do. big one. Here's your alternator and main power connection kit. So this is your big battery ground wire, your alternator connector, some big plastic. I don't know what the heck these things are. These is like a mega fuse in here. There's two of those things in there. Two of these mega bus bars or something. We're going to need to install terminals on the end of this big old wire, so we're going to get a big gigantic wire crimper for that. What else do we have here? Instrument cluster harness kit. I thought we already saw the instrument cluster. What was that other one we looked at a minute ago? Okay, oh, dash, main harness, and an instrument cluster. So this one is the one that goes under the dash, the one I showed you earlier. This is the one for the instrument cluster itself. So the one that goes under the dash, this kit will accept air conditioning. You might read in some catalogs that this kit doesn't work with air conditioning, but that's not true. That was the Gen 1 version of it, but the Generation 2 version, with this fuse box on it, will do air conditioning cars, factory air conditioning. I know I emailed the guy and I called him and they told me, because my car has factory air, but I don't have the compressor. Front side marker, market, it says market, but it's probably supposed to be marker connection kit. I don't know if this car has front side markers because it's a 67. But if I need it, it's there. I might have, there's a couple of wires here that aren't, well, these are terminated at one end, but the other, ring terminals, but the other end they're not. Oh, you get a new bright light dimmer switch, headlight dimmer switch. So you don't have to go and buy that. You know, it's the kind that's on the floor, you step on it with your foot, click it on and off. Brand new one in the box. Last but not least, terminal practice crimping kit. They actually give you terminals, you know, at least 6 or 7 of them to practice your wire crimps with. So it's very complete. It comes with a set of instructions. This is like 11 by 17 paper. Goes up to page 22. Nice big print on it. Easy to read. Big color pictures. Lots of photographs telling you how to install everything. You know, what goes where. I mean, it's got all of the illustrations. It even lays it out, like superimposes it on the dashboard, shows you where to run everything, glove box light, you know, what terminal goes where. Here's your turn signal harness, wiring harness. You know, I got a new turn signal switch, or turn signal wiring for the steering wheel, and I'm glad I didn't put the terminal on because they want me to do a new terminal, so I just have all the wires right now. I can just click them in. It's all going to work. Your dash main harness instructions, tells you how to install everything, gauge cluster harness, how to install everything onto the back of the instrument cluster. Nice big clear picture with a tachometer, without a tachometer. You can't use the original ammeter in these cars because they explain that comes off of the old style alternator. And that's another thing. This kit, you know, it tells you on the front here that it does not work with the old school alternators. It won't work with a factory ammeter. It won't support the use of a factory tachometer. And it's not set up for a resistance wire for standard points type ignition. So it wants you to run an HEI, MSD, or an electronic ignition, which I'm doing. Engine harness installation kit. So this tells you how to install the engine wiring harness to the coil, to the alternator, to your starter solenoid. What else we got here? Front light harness instruction. Front light harness again. This is the headlights. Rear body harness. So this is your tail lights, your turn signals, your backup lights, all that stuff. And then your wiper switch wiring, washer and wiper switch wiring. Tells you how to do all of that. So it's very complete. It's got, I think the instructions look like they're going to be pretty clear. A lot of the wires already have all of the terminals and things on it. You know, it's not cheap. I think it was like $800, but it's got everything, including those starter switch, a new headlight switch. So if you're looking for, you know, a wiring kit, you know, this is the one that I'm going to use. This is the one I'm going to install. So come back and you can watch us put this thing in. You know, I'm sure it's not just going to, you know, drop right in. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. So that's it for now. Just a quick intro on the wiring kit that we got. Again, it was number 510055, American Autowire, and this one is for, you know, modified cars. You got to run a newer style alternator, which we have. And they want you to run, you know, some kind of a electronic ignition, which we also have. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Keep coming back, and we'll be working on the Mustang.